Dear Sirs, Peter Print Book Agency, present to your attention an audiobook by M.Atamanov called Dark Herbalist from the book series Game Online. Your attention is provided with an audiobook translated and narrated by Schmitt.
The tail end of a long story. Amra, admit it. At the end of the day, all our searching has turned up nothing. There's no trace of them, said the morbidly thin wood nymph in a light frock sitting on a fallen tree and yawning wide, demonstrating a set of sharp, predatory teeth. My sister hadn't gotten any sleep all night and was clearly beside herself. And the only reason she was up at this ungodly hour was me, not the light and not the dawn. Valeria had expressed her disapproval in sharp terms and refused to enter the game for some time. But the risk that some of the many killers after me might show up near the cursed house was absolutely real. So in the end, Val apologized and agreed to come play with the rest of our group. Max Sochnier, who I'd called on his cell phone, had promised to come into work as soon as possible and catch up to us near Stonetown. And even Leon, after a moment of thought, asked me not to leave without him. I understood perfectly how difficult this choice was for the former construction worker, too. On the one hand, he had the half-destroyed goblin village of Tish, where his character, an ogre fortifier, had work lined up for a month, providing him a steady stream of missions, experience, and leveling. On the other hand, he was being asked to cast in his lot with our group, fleeing from hired assassins in peril and anonymity. Leon chose the option of staying with his friends, and I deeply appreciated that. By now, he would have already arrived by taxi to the Boundless Realm building, and should have been entering the game at any minute. After that, we could all run for our lives to Stonetown. Taisha walked up to me, wrapped tight in my coat and accompanied by the clearly limping Akella. The beautiful green-skinned goblin lowered her eyes in response to my inquisitive gaze, and shook her head. "I've got nothing. I walked around the Stonetown stockade and checked the gates a few times, but the lady wasn't there. I looked over the tracks left by the farm workers again, too. There are a lot of footprints, but none from a lady. The runaway must have left a few days ago. I sent Tamina Fierce's children with Lobo and White Fang back to check the road from Stonetown to Tish in the opposite direction. Although, as you must understand, the chances are low. We've already looked at
Sample complete. Ready to continue?